Chris needs to change the date.
And now we have sound. Dang it.
You should look at that before we start. Blah, blah, blah. Keto Chow tech guy happenings. Ding, ding. I have you know, I timed that just right.
Oh, yeah.
To have a space
you totally
where
said
the
it right.
bell went.
Like you said,
when a bell ring, yes. And then it went bing, bing.
Bing, bing.
So, sorry about that.
It's because it's plugged into a different USB port, and so it says, oh, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hi, everybody.
How are y'all today?
I'm the tech guy who can't manage to plug it in. I feel like Joe. Always managed to get the sound wrong. Right, Joe?
Everybody manages to get the sound wrong.
It's true.
It's part of doing live videos.
If something technical doesn't go wrong, it's going to.
You're not doing it right.
Anyway, Blue Dove is on. Shauna and Emily were on early.
Guys.
Diane is on. Let's see. TC's Life says hello all. Kenneth says, I'm eating for dinner tomato basil soup with feta cheese, chicken, and turkey
that sounds
bacon.
yummy.
Candace, were you the one? Somebody said, my husband was like, why are you making turkey bacon? And it's because the Two Crazy Ketos meat challenge was turkey.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anyway, Shauna says, I kind of had turkey, dumb headache, making it hard to eat, but I made turkey tacos.
Oh, man. I have a headache too. Been fighting it all day.
Let's see. Marie is on. Sonia says, hi, crew. Lori says, hey, friends.
Hey.
Donna says, everyone. And then everyone's like, turn on your sound. What are you doing?
Yeah, gosh. Why don't you just talk in silence?
I'm glad that I had the comments scrolling in real time. Otherwise, I would have... Oh, my gosh. I have no idea how long it would have taken me.
No big deal. It's fine. Keto Chow for dinner. No big deal.
Here we are. Melissa says, now we can hear you. Rihanna says, hi all.
Hi.
Katrina says, yay sound. Renee is on, in case you wanted to know.
Oh, hi,
Multi Pennsylvania says, you've all been so busy today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busy.
I got to drive to and from schools.
That's what I usually do. Do you feel like
true.
me?
Yeah. Well, so Miriam was doing...
interviews.
Yeah, to hire more people.
We interviewed some really cool people today.
Candace says, I'm also down 0.5 on my A1C.
Yes, Candace!
Shelly says, evening everyone. Mike says, I'm Chris Bear, and I'm the technical glitch guy here at Keto Chow.
That's
correct. True. Christy Davis is on, says, hi guys.
Hi, Christy.
Let's see. Annie says, evening everyone. Lynn says, good evening, everyone. I love eating my Keto Chow pudding.
Nice.
Carla says, good evening. Kenneth says, the barometric pressure. Okay. Jerry says, gobble, gobble. Jerry here. Poor Patty is down with a migraine. Oh.
No. That's what I'm saying. We're wondering why people are having headaches. Hey,
Melissa
Lori.
says, give yourself some grace, Chris. Oh, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, he doesn't care if
I've moved on.
Unlike me, I would go cry
says,
about
eating turkey reminds me of a joke. Why are you running? Is someone chasing you? Like, why would you eat turkey? Did you lose a bet? I actually like turkey.
I love turkey. It's
turkey,
the dark meat.
The thing about turkey is, you go to an amusement park, and it's like the only thing I can eat most of the time is a big, giant smoked turkey leg, and it's delicious.
Turkey leg of death.
Shauna is sipping on a lemon meringue keto chow with olive nation cream cheese emulsion flavoring and blueberry oil.
Oh, so fancy.
Maitreya is on as well. Rhonda says, evening family. Good to be here. Hit 200 grams of protein. Boah!
Holy cow!
Boom!
Killing it.
For any of you who are playing along at home, eating 200 grams of protein usually doesn't happen because your body's satiety signal goes, nope.
Mumple.
And you end up with what is called aversion. I think Joe and Rachel, they were trying to remember what that word was.
Okay.
Where you basically, you're telling your body to eat more and your body says, nope, not going to eat anymore. Same thing happens when you eat too much salt. Your body says, nope. It's aversion. Katrina says, I'm currently wearing my Oura Ring tester ring.
Yay.
I'm excited for the real thing. Thank you for the recommendation. Nice.
What color are you getting?
Marie says, it's better than the dark side. Sean says, I ate turkey because I was challenged to. Have not bought turkey in a long time. And we noticed that if you go to, they have them at Walmart, they have them at Sprouts, they have them all over the place. You go to the refrigerated meat section, and they have just flat out smoked turkey legs there.
Oh yeah, they totally have smoked turkey legs already
so
prepared
much
for you.
cheaper than buying them at
Disneyland.
SeaWorld.
Do they have them at SeaWorld?
Yeah, we bought 4 of them when we were at SeaWorld.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. When we were at SeaWorld?
I thought that was Disneyland.
No, because we went, when we were at Low Carb USA, San Diego, a couple years ago.
SeaWorld then?
We rented that house. Yeah, we went to SeaWorld.
Oh, I thought we just went to the beach.
Nah, we went to SeaWorld, and we went to the San Diego Zoo. And when we were at SeaWorld, pretty much all we bought food-wise was, actually, we might have gotten 6 of those turkey legs. The kids all of a sudden decided that they like them. And we bought like 3, and then we bought more, and yeah, they're crazy. Candace says, I'm a dark meat chicken and turkey. Nice. Blue Dev says, love my doc, gave me big kudos for dropping my BMI below 40.
Nice.
And digging for test results to justify the CGM to my insurance.
Yes.
If you had a prior diagnosis of metabolic syndrome, sometimes
they
that
could
will work.
totally make that count.
Jerry says, I love dark meat turkey. I love big smoked turkey legs at
Sorry.
the Renaissance Festival. It's so much fun to eat the meats.
Some problems with my microphone cord.
He says, turkey's meh best. Always dry and boring. I don't know. The last couple times
Yeah, we
where I've
smoke
done
it,
smoked
and
turkeys,
it's yummy.
I've been pulling them apart, and there's just this giant pool of delicious turkey drippings, and they've been
Make
fantastic.
that into gravy.
Mike says the barometric pressure is measured in newtons per square meter, obviously.
Obviously.
Dennis says, humming my Keto Chow tune, aiming for endogenous nitrous oxide, must reach James Nestor breath. Okay. Go, Dennis, go. Renee says, I like turkey once in a while. I actually enjoy my butter-basted skin stuffed breast at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Lynette is on.
Hi, Lynette.
Okay. Rebecca wants to know.
Okay.
If you order, now, she says the vanilla 21-day to-go pack is a free shipping.
I
Okay.
guess that
Now,
would
let's
be a good
clear
way to
up
say
something. It's not a 21-day pack. It's a 21
21.
meal.
And it's the 21 individuals.
Yes. So, let me switch over to here. So, right now, the flavor of the week, oh, well, there it is. Order today. It's 21. It's 21 of the individual packets. And instead of being $99.75, it's 10% off what would be this.
Okay.
So you're essentially you're saving 36.85% because we wanted to make the 21 of the individual ones to be the same price as the normal flavor of the week, which is $63. So it ends up being a really weird number. It's very precise.
Very weird.
But what you end up saving is what, $36.75. So
Okay.
yeah.
That one says $29.75.
What's this $29.75?
You save $29.75 getting the bulk 21 meal bags.
That's if you buy this instead of 21 of those.
Okay. So that's just the words are in there, even though it's
Yep.
the on-the-go meal.
That's correct. This right here is on all of the flavors that we have, the bulk and the singles. The 21 on the go is something that we added a couple weeks ago, just to kind of test that. It's not on all the flavors.
And we maybe won't keep it.
But this particular week, you can get 21 of the singles in a big packet for 10% off the bulk bag price. So
if you want
there
to.
you go. So it's not 21 days. A lot of people confuse the meals
say
with days.
if
you're using
just
one a day.
use it one a day.
That's true. Danita says deli turkey rolled with jalapeno cream cheese spread.
What? I want that.
Miriam likes all the jalapeno.
I like that.
Brian wants to know, when will key lime be available? I'm waiting. As soon as it's available, we will let you know.
We'll let you know.
Same thing with orange.
Yep.
Because
we still don't have orange.
That'll be
big
asked.
bags yet.
We don't have orange in big bags yet. The apple pie is not coming back yet. S'mores is not coming back yet. We don't have big bags of, there's no new product availability announcements today. So.
Today, Junior.
And he says, I went to SeaWorld a couple of years ago. I loved it. Can't wait to go back. We travel to Florida from Ohio every year.
Cool.
Nice. Jerry had what he called fuzzy navel, which is orange and peach this morning. For some reason, I'm still full, not hungry.
That's
okay.
crazy.
I was going to make pork tenderloin, but not in the mood. Might be Snickers Keto Chow instead.
Nice.
Okay. Renee said that she did hospital orientation via Zoom today. That's a first in my over 20 years of healthcare. But nice to be home with my hounds.
Aww.
Nice. With orientation, did they tell you which direction was east? Not to be pedantic, but I am. Blue Dev says, how long will the sale on vanilla last?
Not
So
to be
typically
weird.
the flavor of the week runs from whatever time we turn it on Monday morning to the next whatever time we switch it Monday morning the following week.
Yeah, so really you could get them both on Mondays if you catch it.
Oh, but the original question, does it come with free shipping? If your order is over $200, then you can get free ground shipping within the 48 contiguous United States. Note on that, because it is ground shipping, it does take longer than shipping via priority mail. Let's see. Matre says, the aversion thing happened to me today with my custard. Suddenly I could not eat even one more bite. Rhonda wants to know, can you still get 21 of the chocolate for the same price? So it's not 21 for the same price. So if you, for instance, if you go to chocolate, the bulk meal is $70. The on the go, it's supposed to be $99.75, but what you're saving 15%.
Yep.
So it's $84.79. It's not the same price as the big one, but it is still a significant savings.
But the vanilla is less expensive because it's a flavor of the week.
It is the flavor of the week. Jerry says it would be awesome to see that with a key lime flavor once it gets released. Yeah, but it's a limited edition, so we're not going to be putting it on sale like that.
Yeah, that's true.
We only have a certain amount of it, and it takes months and months to get more of it. If we decide to get more of it. Mike says,
I'm ready to go to
I
bed.
hit another
Can we just go
low
to
weight
sleep?
this afternoon. I seem to do best eating Keto Chow and carnivore, which is, well, that's what we're doing right now.
That's kind of what we're
I've been
doing
eating
here.
a 24 prime rib for days. Nice. Let's see. Anita says, Renee, at least you weren't going to the bathroom during the Zoom call. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, what?
Let's see. Lots of people asking about the different ones coming out. He says today was Turkey Tuesday for the 2KK April No Joke Challenge. Luckily, we found a 1 pound ground turkey pack for $0.99.
Ooh,
And
nice.
smoked a fatty. Oh, there you go.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Candace says, I like the 21 meals. Please keep because it's easier to use due to my cerebral palsy.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know.
Now, Candace, just to be clear, are you talking about the large 21 meal bags? Or are you talking about the 21 of the individual that you can just tear open? Just to be clear what you mean. Let's see. Kelly is drinking a natural strawberry. I had cocoa powder and cream cheese. Delicious. Mike wanted to know, and Mike, I actually replied to that. Someone asked why they couldn't order a subscription of lemon. Is that intentional? So that is talking about if you go on our website to shop and to Chow subscriptions. So we do have the Chow Club, which we'll get to that in just a second. But the single flavor 21 meal subscriptions, what you do, you're ordering the large bag, and there are additional seasonal only flavors. The only flavors that are here available as a subscription are the ones that are not seasonal and are permanent. We have not as yet made the determination whether lemon will be a seasonal flavor or whether we're going to stock it year-round. And the reason for that is if we have a seasonal flavor, like, for instance, pumpkin spice caramel, that used to be available in the subscription, and as soon as it ran out due to seasonality, the people who had subscriptions to it started getting all kinds of error messages, and it was a
nightmare.
Yes. So only the ones that are a permanent flavor are available on the subscription thing. And lemon and pistachio are just too new in the big bags to be on there. Diane says, I did the Snickers with chocolate peanut butter, Keto Chow, and salted caramel collagen. It was very tasty. Yes. Debbie's joining late. I just got home from the first massage in over 1.5 years. Jerry says by Grapthar's hammer.
Right? What a savings.
Let's see. Oh, and Candace says it's the individual 21 meals. Okay. Yeah. Matre says, I think I'm going to have spicy taco with sausage in the morning for meal 1.
Nice. That's a good idea.
Denise said hello. Had my first Keto Chow today.
Yes.
Well, welcome.
What flavor did you have?
That's what Miriam asks every time.
I ask it because I want to know.
Matreya says s'mores in the fall will be great. Let's see. Jeanette says the pistachio is so good. Just tried it for the first time today.
Oh, I had it today.
Now, Matreya, don't put words in my mouth. I am not committing to s'mores coming back in the fall. Just if it does come back, it probably will be in the fall if we make that decision. I know what you're trying to do.
And then we'll quote you.
Yes. TC's Life says, just got notice of a frost warning here.
Oh, wow. Man. Tomatoes, cover those things up.
Yeah, well, around here they always say, do not plant anything until Mother's Day. Because at Mother's Day, you're pretty much guaranteed to not get a frost.
So we often will do starts inside the house and then move them out. This year I haven't done anything.
The last couple of years, I stopped caring about the garden at all because it used to be I was the only one who would plant and weed and harvest. Everybody liked eating it, but I was the little red hen.
Well,
And
we
now our
always
daughter-
help plant, usually, but never help weed or maintain.
But then our daughter decided that she liked doing the gardening. Okay, Chow Club.
Chow Club.
So, today is April 13th. When is the cutoff date for the Chow Club?
It is the 15th. It's the last day you can order it.
That is correct. So if you go to the Chow Club page, hey, there's a new video here where we talk about stuff. But there's 2 days, 2 hours and 26 minutes to order the May Chow Club box. And for anybody who doesn't know what the Chow Club is, it's a curated surprise. You don't know what's coming.
You don't pick the flavors.
Yeah. And you can either get the 30 meal or the 60 meal. The 30 meal has a 21 meal bag and 9 singles, along with recipe cards, a surprise gift. Occasionally a new flavor released this last month was key lime. And you're able to get to the flavors before they're available to anyone else.
Yep.
For example, right now, if you got key lime, it was because you got it in the Chow Club. You still can't buy it yet, and we have not yet announced availability. Anyway, the 60 meal comes with 2 that aren't the same of the big bags, and by the way, neither of the big bags will ever be one of the savory flavors, is the commitment we've made. It comes with 18 of the singles, and then the recipe cards, the same surprise gift, which could be early flavor releases or other cool stuff.
Yet.
But anyway, yeah, so there's only 2 days and 2 hours left as of right now. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Heath wants to know, because I'm a nerd, is sriracha sauce truly sugar-free? The ingredients list sugar, but the nutrition label says 0. My understanding is it's because it's able to round down.
It probably is. Yeah.
I would count sriracha sauce as half a gram per serving because it's anything where the serving size is that small, they're going to be able to round pretty much everything down to 0.
So
the only thing they can't round down is the calories. Another way to do it is look at the number of calories from protein and calories from fat, do a little bit of math on the total calories, and you can go, oh, okay, that means that there's this much carbohydrates in it. Katrina ordered Atomic Habits.
Yay, Katrina, you're going to love it. Hey, this is what I want you to do. Don't commit to changing everything because you'll get overwhelmed. So just pick one thing that you're going to try to do out of that book.
There you go. Candace wants to know, is the cookies and cream Keto Chow gluten-free? You want to answer that one?
Yes. Everything is gluten-free.
All of the products that we carry are gluten-free. We had, based on the ingredients, we had assumed that everything was gluten-free, but we're like, we don't know for sure. And then we were going to be at a local gluten-free conference. And we're like, we don't want to go to the gluten-free conference because none of our stuff is certified gluten-free. And they're like, oh, well, you can use our testing partner. It's only $75.
We're like, sold.
Okay. So we had it tested. If you search Keto Chow gluten-free, you can find the actual certificate where they tested that,
it's gluten-free.
Mike says, I guess I missed your reply. Facebook notification glitch, I guess. Oh,
no,
okay.
it's fine.
Holly has peaches and cream in the fridge to try tomorrow. Can't wait. Maitreya says I planned it early anyway. I have plastic to cover
Nice.
it.
We have had those. Yeah, they're like little. It looks like giant bubble wrap, and you put it around your tomato cages. We've done that before, or at least we've seen it done. I think we've maybe done it.
Well, there's when he says, "Not I," said the duck. Very well, said the little red.
Not I. I don't want to help with the
And he
garden.
says, "AM mocha, PM salted caramel, and then a steak and broccoli for dinner."
Yes.
There you go.
Best day ever.
Okay. Renee wants to know, I keep forgetting to ask, is Keto Chow safe for dogs? They always give me the eye when I make chaffles, and I wasn't sure. I don't know enough about dogs because I was going to say I've never owned a dog. My family had a dog when I was young, and it was my job to feed them, and yes, but
And sneeze.
I'm allergic to all animals, and so I don't know. To the best of my knowledge, there's nothing in there that they're allergic to, that's
Yeah.
contraindicated for use by dogs, but I don't know. Sorry.
But there's not xylitol, so we know that.
There isn't xylitol. So, sorry, I don't have a good answer for you. Jerry says it was 95 here in Phoenix today. It's down to 85 by 6:30 p.m. Cool wave hitting us. Maitreya says, I'm so curious about the May box. It's going to be... it's going to be awesome.
The cool thing about getting to the 15th means we only have a little bit longer to wait till you see it.
That's true. Debbie says, if I start to build an order, deciding when to stock up, how long do items stay in my cart? You will actually get a, hey, don't forget about your cart. Email,
you'll actually get them or may not be great.
About a week. You'll get those. As far as I know, they stay in your cart indefinitely. All you have to do is go back to the abandoned cart email and click the link. So, Lisa says, I just had the strawberry. It's delicious. Jerry says, time to add 50 of the key lime so I don't run out when it comes out. But you can't order them right now. Older Pennsylvania says, can you say that again about the savory? So the the large bag in the Chow Club will never be a savory. So it won't be the beef, taco, chicken, or the tomato basil, which almost all of those are out of stock at this point anyway. The individuals that are in the Chow Club, pretty much guaranteed at least one in each one of them is probably going to be savory. And then there's usually recipes that go along with it. And people are always really surprised how much they like the recipes. So
yeah, the recipes are pretty great.
And he says, I'm super excited to see the May box. The suspense is killing me.
Yeah.
Candace says, I'm allergic to strawberries, so please don't send a big bag of Keto Chow. Now, that's one thing to note in the Chow Club. Here we go. What if I'm allergic or don't like any flavors? If you have allergies, we would recommend not subscribing to this box and ordering our products regularly to keep yourself as safe and healthy as possible. If you do not like the flavors you receive, we would recommend trying to use them in a different ways by baking or cooking with them, by gifting them to friends who do not like the flavor. And if you get further down, it actually says the bundle may contain any of our flavors. And if you have a severe reaction to peanuts, eggs, cinnamon, nutmeg, caffeine, or anything else in Keto Chow, you may need to be prepared to gift those away, or we would recommend not subscribing. So there you go. That's one of the caveats to the Chow Club, because everyone is getting sent out the same thing. There's not a good way to say, hey, I'm allergic to it, don't give me this. I think we have had the small packets of strawberry in the past.
Yeah.
And the large bag will be, at some point, the large bag in the Chow Club. The large bag of strawberry will be. Okay. Anyway, Mike says there's definitely some sugar in sriracha, but I still use it often. Okay. He says, thank you, kind sir. Rhonda says, I adore that your products are gluten-free. Well, and the funny thing is, it's not. When you're doing a keto product, it's not hard to be gluten-free, since gluten is anathema to keto.
Yeah, our daughter came home for the week, and she brought her roommate who is gluten intolerant, and she's like, oh, you won't have a problem with anything in our house.
The only thing in our house that has gluten in it are those low-carb tortillas that use that use wheat protein, which is gluten.
Yep. So that's the only thing.
And I don't even bother eating those. If we're making tacos, I just load up my plate and eat it with a spoon.
Yep.
Why do I
Cheese it
need to
up.
put other stuff on it?
Pork rinds if you need something.
That's right.
Right.
Renee says, I did see sriracha powder in the seasoning aisle, but had sugar near the end. Yeah, and there's probably going to be maltodextrin as well. Mary Lou says, hi everyone, glad to be back. Jerry says, Patty loves Keto Chow because it's gluten-free. She has celiac, so at 1,000% important to meet her allergy issues. We simply love it and share with others.
Oh,
Nice.
thanks so much.
Tanya says, late but made it. I bought my first Chow Club box today.
Yay!
It's coming.
It's coming.
Shauna says, it seems you should add surprise to the name. Chow Club Surprise Box.
Ooh, we
That's
should.
actually not a bad idea.
That's a great idea. Shauna, you're
It's a
brilliant.
little late to change it now, but
I'm pretty sure we could change it.
anyway.
Keto
Okay.
Chow Club Surprise Box.
Oh, Marie says, except for the chocolate flavors. Yeah, because Dodge shouldn't have chocolate. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
right,
know.
right. Good point.
Candace says, Shauna, I want to order the Chow Club. Just a request. Okay. Lisa says, I would say no to dogs because of some of the ingredients. Okay.
Yeah.
Kelly says, my cat drank some of the Keto Chow I left unintended. She's fine.
Oh,
okay.
well, that's good.
Diane says, we had a dog who's very sensitive to all kinds of stuff. He accidentally got a hold of the Keto Chow Choffle and had no reaction.
Oh, well, that's good too.
I watched him closely to be sure. Hope that helps. Okay.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Rachel. She
Renee says,
"What's
yeah,
up, family?"
xylitol is one of the big ones, but I didn't see them there. I just give them their own organic biscuits, which they know aren't the same.
Oh, isn't that the thing, though?
But that's
They're
not
like,
what you're eating.
but you have that.
I want what you're eating.
Okay, so we were babysitting this weekend, right? And Ruth, my daughter, made a bunch of popsicles with like the Crystal Light juice stuff
Okay.
because we don't make, we don't buy popsicles anymore because popsicles have sugar in them. So we made the, drink mix popsicles and the popsicle things, and all the little girls were eating popsicles all weekend. So they're all sitting at the table having popsicles. And Chris comes over and hands me this bowl of ice because he made me a treat because I'm not
Yes.
snacking for the next 90 days, right? For the next 81 days.
I didn't want to eat anything, but I wanted to eat something.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, shaved ice,
Shaved
throw
ice, a
on some
little bit
skinny
of
syrup.
flavoring.
Yeah.
And it was so satisfying, but it wouldn't work out because they all saw I had something they didn't
They
have.
wanted that.
And so guess what I did? I made 3 more bowls of ice.
You know what I just realized we missed was, or is that tomorrow? 2 Crazy Ketos. I thought
I
they
think
did.
it's Wednesdays.
You know what? I think you're right. For some reason, I saw it on the calendar, and I'm like, oh, we missed the Bronson Dan. Live stream.
Yeah.
Kabula
yeah.
Bry is on. Devin says evening
Hey, Brian.
all. Let's see. Oh, and Renee says it has to be 70% chocolate to hurt them.
Oh, okay.
But I don't chance it. I have a dog, but did have a dog get someone's chocolate before, and he was fine per my vet. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tammy wants to know, will we ever have recipe cards to buy? As of
that's a good
right
question.
now, they've only been in bundles.
We've
but
been asked that
it's not a
question
bad idea.
before, so we'll think on it. Thank you for asking that.
Okay, Candace is going to pass it on to a friend. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Tanya says, I'm finally using savory flavors more this month because of the 2KK challenge. Nice. Carol says, so far I'm really liking the Chow Club.
Oh, thanks.
Just wait until the first of the month.
Carol, I like when you post pictures of what you're eating. That makes me happy.
Okay. Rachel says, you look so cute tonight. Oh, Miriam. I thought she was talking to me.
I think you look cute
I trimmed
too.
my mustache today, and I need to trim my beard. It's getting long. I thought she was talking to me. Ginny says, my first peach this morning. So
Thanks,
good.
Rachel.
So when you first order a new flavor, do you start out with like 5,000 or different amounts for different flavors? How do you decide? We ordered quite a lot of the
We guesstimate.
of the peach, assuming that people would like it quite a lot. We didn't order very much of the s'mores because, well, some people don't like it as much.
Yeah.
Miriam's just not a fan of marshmallows.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's just kind of a, how many do we order?
And we've also been asking you guys what flavors you want for quite some time.
Yep. Now, I'm not saying all new flavors will be limited editions, but
Yeah, that's just what we're doing
it seems
now.
to be a good way to market research.
Yeah. And then if it doesn't work out, we can just be like, "Meh, we don't need that one.
Well, Dennis is off. Good night, Dennis.
Good night, Dennis.
Candace says my mom loves the keto tomato
Oh,
basil soup.
good,
Nice.
good.
Mike says, yeah, taco bowls is the way to go. Maitreya says, wheat products and a keto certified products makes me so angry. Well, and the thing about it is some people don't have a reaction to wheat proteins. So I don't know. Renee says, Miriam, you need to try the Egg Life wraps.
Is that what's in the fridge?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of them.
We had a couple of them. They're great.
Nobody's eaten them, but those do have
It's because we stopped eating food all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Weird.
Brandon says, when I first started keto, I was amazed at all the things that have maltodextrin in them.
Yes.
Just really opened my eyes to that.
Everything.
I actually walked around with a fish, and every time Brandon ate something with maltodextrin, I would slap him. It was really weird.
I don't remember you doing that.
We worked at the same place.
You're going to do that at Keto Chow now?
No, he only works at Keto Chow on Fridays.
You can go down there on Fridays.
Let's see, Jennifer says, I want to order. Can I use almond milk instead of a fat? Now, you can.
You can. But if you're doing keto, you want to have fat in your meals. And so are you doing keto? If not, make sure you're getting your fat somewhere else so that you're getting enough fat. Also, just so you know, there are some fat-soluble vitamins in Keto Chow. And so you'll want to have
you need about 10
grams of fat per shake, or if you're going to have like maybe a fat bomb or maybe a steak with fat on it at the same time, then that would totally be fine.
So I guess you can, but we want to make sure that you're doing it the right way, because that will not make a meal. And Keto Chow is designed to be a meal. So if you use almond milk instead of heavy cream or butter or something like that, it's more of a protein supplement that happens to have a lot of vitamins and minerals, but it will not be as satisfying.
Yeah,
what
you're
a lot of
get
people
hungry.
do though is they use almond milk or coffee or something like that for
instead
the water.
Of the water. So like you'd still have your so many ounces of heavy cream or butter, and then you'd have almond milk as the water. You can totally do that. My kids would like to do that.
Yep. My dad likes to use the Great Value unsweetened vanilla almond milk, to be specific. Nice. Denise says, y'all are awesome, and thank you for being on here every day. Can't wait for my next order to get here. Yay. My starter pack is only going to last 2 more days, then I'm out.
Oh, no!
Okay. Brandon says, even if my cat or dog wanted Keto Chow, they'd have to fight my 7-year-old for it. If anyone is drinking, it's like opening a candy wrapper. She's right there. Poof. She hears the shaking of the ball.
And she's been doing that since she was 3.
She has been, actually. Jay says, hi, all, first time here.
Cute.
Are these basically a keto meal replacement shakes? So, basically, yes. But it goes a bit further than that. Most keto meal replacement shakes will cover you. It's more of a snack. It's not really a meal. Like, you could have it instead of breakfast, but then you'd be pretty hungry for lunch. With Keto Chow, you can have it for breakfast. You can have it for lunch. You can have it for breakfast and lunch. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for months at a time.
Yep.
If that's something that you need to do. Let's say you got oral surgery.
Or you choose to do.
But the idea is, I am an engineer, and I am super lazy, except on the weekends, as far as cooking goes. So I will make amazing smoked meats, but I don't have time during the week. And so on Saturday, or was it Sunday? It was Saturday night. We mixed up a bunch of Keto Chow and stuck it in the fridge. And all this week, when it's time to go to work, we just go to the fridge.
Them out. It's so nice.
And that's it.
No stress.
Yep. So there you go. It's the embodiment of my laziness.
So Jay, we're glad you're here.
Yes, welcome. Let's see. Rachel says, what's been your favorite flavor, Denise? Jennifer says, thank you, Lisa. Rhonda says, I still haven't tried key lime. Hoarding the packs till I can decide how I want to use them. Also, I'm so upset because I just noticed the freeze killed the Japanese plums on all my trees. Dang it.
No.
What are you going to throw at the neighborhood children now?
I don't
Jerry
know.
Says, when I used to homebrew beer, we used to use the spent grains and made doggy biscuits with peanut butter. They loved it. No beer in the biscuits. Now, no more beer for me.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
That's true.
Let's see. Danita says, I don't know when I first heard it, but we call ice crunchy water. My youngest loves to eat crunchy water.
Yeah.
One of our daughters, she calls the soda, the unflavored soda water. She calls it angry water.
Angry water. Yeah, soda water.
Let's see. Casey Smurf says, good evening, Bears. Hope all is well. Finally hit the 219s today. All this Keto Chow paying off. By the way, last live stream, did I hear key lime pie mentioned, or I'm going crazy? So in the April Chow Club box, which you only have 2 days left to order the May Chow Club.
Yes.
Just so you know.
In case
Anyway,
you
in the
need that.
April one, the secret surprise was 3 packets of key lime, which is not available for order as of yet. Debbie says, I got a really neat binder and sleeves for the recipe
you did?
cards.
I want a picture.
Looking for more to fill it.
Okay.
Candace says, where can I find the calendar of YouTube schedule for Keto Chow people? So here's a fun thing. So I'm going to go to a great website called lowcarbevents.com. So back in the day, there were a lot of keto conferences and stuff like
Before
that.
COVID.
Now there aren't
We're
quite
going to be
so
saying
many.
that our whole lives.
There's quite a few on here still. Most of them are virtual conferences. But if you go to keto and low carb live streams, there is a calendar.
You still need to get Dr. Boz on there. I'm going to write that down.
So right now we're in the middle of the Keto Chow one. Apparently Carrie Brown is supposed to be having hers. There's Keto Chow in the mornings. You've got Watch Autumn Keto. She does it on Sunday too. I need to update that.
Watch Autumn does it on Sunday too?
Yes, she does.
Oh.
But there are several different live streams. Or if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, it will notify you when we go live. At least that's what it's supposed to do. Let's see.
If there are any live streams of people that you like, let us know so we can check it out and put them on there. Because we don't. I'm sure there's a lot more. We
Miriam's
just don't
texting me in the middle of the thing.
Excuse me.
Jerry says, Chris, you look so adorable tonight. Well, thanks. Your totes adorbs too,
So
Jerry.
cute.
Let's see. Rhonda says, if we guess what the May surprise is, will you confirm it? You go right ahead.
Yes.
Because you're
I
not
want
going
to see your guesses.
There's no
I will tell you yes
way.
exactly if you can guess it.
Okay, Casey Smurf says peaches and cream has to stay in my opinion. But you have to exactly get it.
Exactly.
Like if it's a swag item, you have to guess the exact thing. If it's
Color.
a new flavor or a random, like we made vanilla blue.
Let the guessing begin.
Anyway,
Come on.
Casey Smurf says peaches and cream has to stay in my opinion. It's unique and so good after a hot day. The funny thing about peaches and cream is there's this rift.
It's
People
kind
either
of
love it or they think it tastes like perfume.
Yeah. Well, and then the s'mores is similar too. Like it's like people really like it or not.
Danita says, please don't say peanut butter and grape jelly.
Are you kidding me? No.
Says, I'm not a fan of the s'mores either. Real one, so I probably wouldn't try that flavor. Excited for key lime though. Shauna says, roses are red, April is gray, but in a few weeks it's going to be May. There you go. Jay says, I'll give it a try. Casey Smurf says, I've eaten the Aldi bread a ton on my keto journey. It hasn't stalled me yet. Thankfully, I'm not sensitive to wheat or any sugar alcohols.
Oh, that's nice.
Except for maltitol.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, and the different breads, they're better than other bread, right?
Jerry says Egg Life wraps are made with cage-free eggs, not flour. Now, the ones that we got from Costco, it had soluble corn fiber and a bunch of other stuff in it. And I just kind of looked at it and went, well, I'm going to leave that for the kids.
Oh, yeah. I tried one. I thought it was good.
So Jennifer says, I've been doing keto for a year and lost 100 pounds, but I don't want to use whipping cream for a shake.
Then don't.
Then don't.
Yep.
You can use avocado oil. You can
Butter's the best.
And for that matter, you can even use none and get your whatever fat you need from other stuff.
You normally do.
I did know someone who they had digestive problems if they put coconut oil, avocado oil, butter, whatever into their shake. But if they made fat bombs and did that instead, they had no problems at all. Renee says, guess who's coming to town near me and I get to meet this weekend? Bronson is coming. Wow.
He's so fun. Like, you'll just love talking to him. He's just so pleasant.
Brandon says, Chris said a lot of people do. Okay.
You said do. Brandon's being 12 years old right now.
Yes, he is. Renee says, I'm pumped. Diane says, not Blaine, I mixed Keto Chow with cashew milk and liked it. Candace says, how do people like coconut oil as a fat option? A lot of people really like it. The key is you have to do it the same way you do butter, which is you melt the oil, and you use it in a mixing thing that can be a blender or
Use
a
an
container with
immersion
immersion
blender.
blender with hot-ish warm water.
Yeah.
The water has to be warmer than the melting point of the stuff. Once you get it mixed in, it's fine.
Then it can get cold. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Tammy
you can
says,
also mix your fats too. You could do a little bit of heavy cream, a little bit of avocado oil, a little bit of heavy cream, a
I
little
did
bit of
try
butter,
cocoa
a little bit
butter,
of
and that
coconut.
did not work. By the
Yeah,
way.
so you could play with it, see what you like.
Tammy says, I'm totally addicted to salted caramel coffee for breakfast. I go to sleep thinking about breakfast.
Oh,
Shauna says, I just sent my acupuncturist Keto Chow info for her hubby.
nice.
Oddly enough, when I went to the not the DMV, I went to the Department of Public
He
Safety
went to get his driver's license
Division.
renewed.
It took I was sitting down for fewer than 2 minutes when they called me up. When I was done, the guy said, tell me about Keto Chow.
Because you had the Keto Chow
I had
shirt
a Keto
on.
Chow shirt. He said, me and the guy right next to him, he's like, we've been doing keto. He's like, I've lost 85 pounds. I'm like, wow, were you diabetic before? He's like, no, I'm just fat. I'm like, okay. So I told him about it. And the really funny thing is
Did you give him a card?
I didn't have a card with me.
What?
When we were, we did the eye test and all this stuff, and he's like, okay, so that'll be $435 under the table, cash only. I looked at, he got me for a good 5 seconds. I was just like,
Wait, what?
huh?
That's what he does for fun.
It was hilarious.
You didn't tell me that. That is so funny.
Well, we haven't had a chance to
You're
talk
like,
all
I'll
day.
give you Keto Chow.
It was
Here
awesome.
you go.
Rachel says butter is best. Yes.
$400 under the table.
I'm like, seriously, dude. All I could think was, wow, that has really gone up in price.
It was like 35
you
bucks.
can have it for lunch. You can have it for brunch. Cue Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, you can have it with the box.
TC's Live says, crazy question. Is there a keto certification or is it just an advertising gimmick? I was wondering, I shy away from keto products in stores. So, Keto Chow is keto certified by
By
the certifiedketogenic.com.
But there are multiple certifications.
Yep.
So
Some of them charge really a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Some of them don't charge as much. You can just throw keto on there. Ours, it is actually a company that certifies stuff as keto. Anyway, there are a couple ones out there that do testing. I'm not sure any one of them is better than the others, though.
yeah. Well, and the thing is, there's no like rules or regulations, so you can put keto on anything. That's why so many wheat products have keto on it, because
Yep.
it can be keto if you say it's keto. Like, yeah.
Ooh, Sonia says I took a page from Miriam's book tonight, except I did 3 capfuls of magnesium in my shot glass of water,
Ooh.
which I'm barely tasting. Obviously, I
Oh
needed
my
it.
gosh.
Wow.
You're
Yes.
hopefully you'll sleep good.
That would be
tonight, too.
the opposite of aversion, by the way.
Yeah, that would be, you need some more because your body needs it. So Sonia, keep up taking magnesium because once you get it caught up, you still have to keep it up. So you maybe won't have to take that much tomorrow, but don't forget tomorrow, or then the next day you'll have to take that much again.
Rachel points out that Keto Chow tastes best if you give it a day or more before drinking it. It just gets better.
Yeah, the
Carol-
flavor comes out stronger.
And then she says the May Chow Club box is going to make you say, hey, this box is awesome.
This box is awesome.
Carol had to take off because her hubby just got home.
Oh, Carol, bye.
Let's see. Denise says the Chow Club. If I have mine ordered, is the June recurring so I don't have to reorder? So if you order tonight or you order before the 15th at 11:59
p.m.
Eastern
time,
then you will be getting the May one, and around May 15th, it
You'll
will
be
charge your
charged for
card
the
again,
next one.
and that'll be the June one. So it sets it up on a recurring schedule. Now, you could order the May one, and it'll charge your card immediately that first time, and then you could cancel it, and that's okay. But
you can also pause it if you want.
that's
to.
true. But if you leave it active and don't cancel, even if it's paused, if you leave it active, each time it renews, the price actually goes down. The first time it represents a 10% savings over just buying the stuff. The second time it's a 12%, and the third time it renews, it's a 15% savings. So there you go. Danita says it's a mini bun maker in the May box.
Nope.
Nope.
Good guess, though.
Mike says, S'mores is okay, but I would probably only buy one big bag ever. He says, well, if I have a fairy live stream, obviously only second to y'all's. Okay. Lucy says, I'd love for you to have a carrot cake flavor. Whoa.
Oh, that sounds good.
Does it have to have walnuts in it? Because I think walnuts are
I like
waste.
walnuts.
Yeah,
Walnuts are my favorite
compared to
nut.
macadamia nuts?
No, I like walnuts.
Compared to peely nuts?
Okay, you're right. I like peely nuts better.
Come on.
Peely nuts are so
Why waste
They're from heaven.
why? There's so many better things than walnuts. Anyway, Shauna says the ones on the Egg Life site has no flour. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see, Shauna has a... Candace says, how do I register for the Keto Salt Lake Conference for free? That's the thing.
There's not a registration for it.
So, and we haven't really talked about it because it's still in the planning phases.
Except for this morning.
The very short version of it is Keto Salt Lake was an actual conference in 2019. It was supposed to be an in-person conference in 2020.
Oh, it was all
everything
planned.
It fell apart
so
just
ready.
before.
It
And
was
we pushed it back, and then we pushed it back again.
awesome.
Anyway.
I just want to get some, pat on the back.
But people
for
wanted
the
to know
awesomeness
if
that
it was
gonna
going to be a virtual conference. And we're like, nah, I didn't want to deal with tickets and a virtual platform and all that other stuff. And we were having a meeting with our marketing people, and they were talking about doing all these different things. And it just popped into my head. Hey, what if we make Keto Salt Lake be a virtual conference that's just a YouTube live stream?
Just a YouTube live stream.
And we just get a bunch of speakers together, and there's no registration, and it doesn't cost anything.
We'll just throw it up on the channel. Good to go.
So that's what it's going to be. But we don't know what days it'll be because I'm literally still trying to get the stuff recorded. I'm actually still trying to get it scheduled to record.
We've talked to a lot of people already, and they said yes, they're going to talk for us, and it'll be awesome.
Witherspoon suggests change the name in stages. Place surprise in parentheses at first, then later drop the parentheses. Keto Chow surprise box. There you go. It'd be Chow Club surprise box.
Oh, yeah.
Too Crazy Keto says, I think the June box should have peanut butter and jelly.
Nope.
Joe, you're in time out. Officially.
Nope.
Actually, I've been having peanut butter and jelly lately, and it's been fantastic.
I've tasted it.
Denita says, I really don't want to know the surprise, though. And most people
I'm sure
have
no
done
one
a
will
really good
guess it.
job at not...
Yeah, everybody's been really nice at
not leaking
telling.
it. Let's see, Jay says, so I need to add butter or oil to the mix or heavy cream. It's best if you add a fat of your choice. There's a lot that you can use. You've got heavy cream, you've got butter, you've got coconut oil, you've got avocado oil, you've got an actual avocado if you want to throw it into a blender.
Yep.
And you can add as much or as little as you want because you don't need the same amount of fat as I do. Lately, we've actually been trying to get more protein, and so I significantly cut the amount of fat that I'm putting into mine. And I've been eating, well, tonight we had a hamburger patty, and I had a bunch of pulled pork, in addition to the 3 Keto Chows I ate today.
So we could have more protein. Yep. I'm so tired.
Denita says, Joe, just no.
Thanks, Denita. You got my back.
Tanya says a PB&J flavor, yeah. Scott says, I just started with the starter pack. Yum.
Nice.
Kabul Bryce said they could do a bag with a divide down the middle with half grape and half peanut butter flavor, so you could do your own mixing.
Yeah, you and then you'd have a clear, and then you'd see the purple and the brown.
Interestingly enough, I just learned. I don't know.
Like the jelly inside the peanut butter jars that are gross.
I learned yesterday that if you cut a grape in half and stick it in the microwave, it'll generate clouds of ionized plasma.
That's...
Like for realsies.
That's interesting.
Yes. Anyway.
And people are eating that.
No, you're not eating it. You just... it has a little fire in your microwave. It's really cool.
Okay.
They finally figured out how it happens.
How does it happen?
I'm not going to get into it. We need to catch up on comments. We are actually...
Okay, well, why'd you say it then?
Because we were talking about grape jelly and half of it. Rhonda says, Miriam, how do you make the Pina Colada?
So, vanilla, Keto Chow, use coconut oil for your fat, and then pineapple OOO drops or pineapple extract.
Which one of the things we wanted to talk about tonight is that OOO works the one-on-one flavors works really good. And if you go to the Keto Chow site, go to recipes and more, and then down to the bottom, you have our favorite things. One of the things we really like is OOO.
They have a whole keto line.
Yep.
And can I just tell you,
There's a
the
discount
guy that's the president of the company is so flippin' awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like we asked him a couple questions and I got straight to the man and he just talked through a bunch of stuff with me and I was so impressed.
Casey Smurfs wanted to know how I came up with the protein number that we used in Keto Chow. Since protein macros are all over the board, I kind of went for this is about how much is going to be the low end of what people need. If you need to add more, you can. It also happened to be exactly how much is in 30 grams of milk protein isolate.
Yeah, so
I was playing with numbers. I'm like, you know what? We're going to make it 30 grams.
yeah, well, and the last couple of months we've been testing to higher protein and it's not as great. Like
you mean if we add more protein
If you add more protein to it.
Well, if we add more of the unflavored milk protein isolate.
It's different.
And it's so thick. It's
so
actually
thick.
really hard to get that much in there.
So that was really a good number, like to kind of a happy medium. So
okay. Older Pennsylvania says he will fit right in here. Nice. Rachel says Chris didn't have a card, so we gave him the shirt. Okay.
That's right. Here's the shirt off your back.
Yeah, the guy that the Department of
Here's my
Driver's
shirt
License
with my
Division.
$400 under the table.
Jerry says, speaking of calendars and low carb events, is there a way to subscribe to the calendar without adding the ICS file? So, for that matter,
just look at it.
If you would like to import this in your own calendar program, you can use this link.
Oh.
There it is. Because it is a Google Calendar. So you can, if you have a Google account, you can add it as a calendar.
Cool.
Which is how it was actually created.
It might be good if we check and make sure those people are still doing the lives on those days.
Devin says, has anyone ever used pork rinds and Keto Chow to make waffles? I don't know. It's a good question. They do make great Muddy Buddies, though.
Oh, yeah.
Denise says, Miriam used the Redmond salt rocks or just salt for the headache.
Oh, I know. I actually have some on my nightstand. I should just go grab it.
Mike says, I keep hearing the May box is awesome. How's the June box?
It's going to be good. The June box is actually going to be my favorite.
I think the June box is going to be good. Oh, sorry.
It's my favorite.
It's Miriam's favorite. Denise says, I already have mine ordered and just want to make sure I didn't have to do it again. Now, what you can also do, Denise, is if you go into your account, and it's easiest to do this on a computer. If you go into your account, you can see your current subscriptions, and you can see exactly when it's going to renew. For that matter, Renee says if you pause it, is it pause for a selected period, or do we manually unpause it?
You have to manually
You can skip it.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll just skip one renewal period.
Or you can pause it until you unpause it.
Yes.
So if you want to skip the May, which is Joe and Rachel and Chris's favorite, to get to the June, which will be my favorite, which we haven't even talked about yet.
It's because we've broken protocol and talked about this one.
No,
but not really
talking
talked about it. We've just hyped it up.
It's a surprise.
Blue Dove says, can you make the Keto Chow with coconut cream as the fat? Yes, you can.
Yes. In fact, if you make it with coconut cream and then put it in the ice cream maker, it's yummy.
And Joe, who's wrong, says walnuts are awesome.
I like walnuts.
Scott says, only tried chocolate and strawberry tonight. I'm going to make mocha or salted caramel for tomorrow. Nice.
Did you like this chocolate and the strawberry that you tried?
Oh, Jerry figured out the calendar thing. Okay, good job. Tanya thinks carrot cake would be good as well. Diane says, ooh, I love the idea of carrot cake. Carrot cake is meh for me. I don't know.
I think it sounds good.
And he says, we could add our own walnuts to the carrot cake. Yes, you could.
Yes, you can.
Emily says, I second the carrot cake flavor Keto Chow. I also want to put my vote in for a rhubarb pie.
Oh, rhubarb pie? I remember my dad talking about that when I was a kid.
It was so weird. Or we can start talking about gooseberry pie again, and immediately my salivary glands.
Why did you say that out loud?
It's the most hilarious thing.
Everyone, gooseberry pie.
It's like sucking on a kiwi fruit. Anyway. Mike says, have a good night. Yep. He needs to go see real people who just came into my house.
Sorry.
Too Crazy Keto says, I was so bummed when Keto Salt Lake got canceled. Yeah,
it broke my heart.
It sucked.
It was so much work. And everybody was ready. All the flights, all the food, all the people.
Melissa says, how about a maple bacon flavor Keto Chow? We've tried
bacon. That.
Bacon,
Bacon is hard too.
it just ends up being hickory
It
flavored,
doesn't
and it's
taste that good.
terrible.
It's like, well, just have some bacon. Just make a maple keto chow and have a piece of bacon.
Kenneth says, does the Chow Club always renew after 3 months, or do you need to resign? So
Once you sign up, you're signed up.
yeah. So what happens is the first time you sign up, it signs up for what is essentially the 10% off price. On the second renewal, it is at the 12% off price. At the third renewal, it's at the 15% off price, and then it stays there
Yep.
until you decide to cancel.
Unless you cancel. Yeah.
Roz says, thank you for all your hard work and great support. Have to leave. Good night.
Oh, good night. Rachel says, the older I get, the more special surprises are. That's why the Chow Club box is so fun. Hey, and that's true. You know, kids get surprises all the time. But when you're the person providing the surprises, it's not a surprise anymore. Like, that's why I'm always rooting for Christmas. Like, Chris, just give me something that I don't know about. I mean,
I got you that. You didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that.
Melissa says, I love surprises too. Let's see. Melissa likes them as well. Too Crazy Kyo says, nerd, nerd, nerd.
That's what I said.
Shauna says, Chris, you need to put 2 peeps with toothpicks on them in the microwave. It's like a medieval marshmallow duel. It's the only good thing for peeps. And now peeps, if you're eating sugar, they actually work really good as toasted marshmallows.
Unless they're marshmallows and then they're gross.
The problem with roasting peeps is the sugar on the outside melts and it becomes this superheated.
It burns your hands.
I actually have a scar on one of my fingers from a peep.
You should never eat those. They're dangerous.
I don't eat them anymore. Rhonda says, tell Joe to just put that PB flour into strawberry. That's what he's doing. But he says it doesn't taste the same as it mixed in. Oddly enough, I had chocolate mixed with twice as much peanut flour as it's supposed to have. And it wasn't the same as chocolate peanut butter. Just by itself. I don't know. It was interesting.
They just have to be married for a while.
Tanya says, seriously though, Keto Chow has been a great help with lowering my blood glucose and satisfying my sweet tooth.
I'm so glad.
Nice. Jerry said, just ordered some of the skinny syrups. This will be my first foray into adding those items. Just testing it for now. Want to try OOO.
Yeah. OOO is totally different.
Yeah, they're just drops.
They're
whereas
drops.
The other ones.
And they don't stay super long, so we like to do it like right before we drink it, just so you know, if you do OOO.
Emily wants to know, with OOO, are all the flavors keto or just the ones that say keto on the label? To the best of my knowledge, all of them are keto.
I think they are.
They have a keto collection where people who are doing keto are like, hey, you should do blah, blah, blah. And so they made it like a bundle.
Yeah. And then you can buy it as the 4 together or whatever. They're kind of fun.
Cheryl wants to know when key lime is coming. We haven't announced it yet, so stay tuned.
Oh, they do have, OOO does have some recipes on the back of in the keto packages.
Oh, do they? That's right.
That are fun. They're keto recipes.
Tanya wants to know how to make Snickers.
Snickers? Lynette says half chocolate peanut butter and half salted caramel.
Okay. Now you can either do a half of a scoop or do a full serving and then split it in half. Too Crazy Kyo says, sorry, it's my fault. Let's see. Lori says, next week is my first colonoscopy, but I'm doing the 90-day challenge. Suggestions on how to follow guidelines, clear liquid for meals a couple days leading up to it. Well, one of the things for the Chow Club challenge, the Keto Chow challenge is you can fast.
Yeah.
So that would work as well. Or you can just eat a bunch of sugar-free gummy bears and just call it good.
Hey, you missed Brian's comment.
What
can
did
we
Brian
order
say?
the starter bundle and send it to another address?
Yes, you can.
Wanting to send some to my brother. Yeah, you totally can. It just has to be that your credit card matches the billing address.
Yeah, it was Rhonda who wanted to know if she could order a Chow Club for her brother.
She did it anyway.
Yes, and it worked.
Because then she can get the extra thing if he doesn't like it.
Denise says, I've used pork rinds and chaffles. Can you put anything in? You can put anything in. Chicken, ham, etc. Yes.
Nice.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Damien got their account hacked. Okay. Tucker Zakiya says, Miriam and I used to have the same taste except PBJ and licorice.
I
Is
know. I actually like licorice.
Just holding out for a hero. Oh, except blueberry.
Holding on to the hero.
Denise says, hello, my namesake, Denise Dennis. I think she's on Facebook, yes. Let's see.
Denise.
People going back and forth. Candace says, so it says, at the third price for life, So it stays the third, the 15% off for as long as you stay. Now you can pause it, you can skip it, and it'll stay with the discount where it is. But if you cancel it, it goes back to the 10% off. And the idea with that is we want you to stay subscribed. Matt says, forget about maple bacon keto chow. Plain old maple syrup keto chow would be great.
We tested that too, actually.
Real Fruit has a question. Says, I know these shakes taste good, but why so expensive? Okay.
Good question.
There's actually a really good video on YouTube done by the Two Crazy Ketos of, is Keto Chow expensive? Now, the short version is, if you're looking at Keto Chow and comparing it to a protein shake,
then it's expensive.
It looks expensive. But the thing is, Keto Chow is not designed to be just a protein supplement. It's designed to completely replace a meal. And where it's looking to replace it isn't you are at home smoking a brisket or cooking hamburgers. What it's looking to replace is you're on the go, you stop at Wendy's and you get a Baconator. And it costs like $6.50 and you don't have a bun. And you're still hungry, so you get another one. Okay? A serving of Keto Chow ends up being, well, depending if you get the large bags, the per serving cost is around, it's about like $3.50 to $3.75, including the fat. If you get the individual packets, it's $4.75 for just the powders. It ends up being about $5. So is $5 for a nutritionally complete meal expensive? It can be if you're trying to feed a lot of people that same way. If you're just feeding yourself and you're at work and you would have gone to McDonald's and gotten a hamburger and thrown away the bun, you can probably really come out ahead by having Keto Chow for, at worst, $5 a meal compared to a lot of the other options. Plus it tastes like melted ice cream and you're getting the right nutrition. So there you go. But yeah, the best thing, if you search is Keto Chow expensive, well, I'll just do it. Is Keto Chow expensive? Joe probably already put it in there. Here we go. Is Keto Chow expensive? And in this, they actually go through like, okay, you nerd, here we go. Going out to lunch, here we have actual like home cooked meals and the actual cost breakdown of how much it would and the time put into preparing it. So yeah, is it expensive compared to a protein shake? Yes. Is it expensive compared to cooking hamburgers? Yes. Is it expensive compared to some other things? It's actually cheap.
Yep, and you just have to decide what your time is worth.
Yes.
It's worth it to me to get a shake sometimes, to not have to think about what I'm doing and just do it quickly so that I can get onto something else that I would rather do.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's that.
Speaking of key lime, Holly wanted to point out that right now, if you go to our Instagram or our Facebook,
It's on the paper.
it is on the paper. You can actually win key lime before you can buy it.
Yay!
The giveaway ends Friday, the day after tax day.
Day after Thursday.
So you can go on the Keto Chow Facebook page
Somebody's
or the
birthday
Keto
that day.
What, the 16th?
No, the 15th.
I think Cool Bry's birthday is the 15th.
Brian, is it your birthday?
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Andrew says I had another 11.5-mile day. Wow.
Holy
I'm
cow,
giving
you're
Keto Chow the
killing
credit.
it.
I'm totally charged.
Oh my gosh, I need to walk with you.
Let's see.
Hi, Sonia. How are you doing?
Someone wanted a hazelnut flavor. I'm not sure how that would work out. It sounds like one of those things that
Hazelnut.
might work, but I think it'd just come out really weird. Let's see. Chris R says, I've been doing Keto Chow for 1.5 years and love it. How about a key lime pie Keto Chow? We've got key lime.
Key lime pie.
Key lime
recipe.
pie, I'm not sure how much different that would taste than the key lime. So Denise says, how long does the pause last? Until you tell it I'm not paused anymore.
Yep. And if you ever have a question, you can reach out to our customer service and they can help walk you through it.
Older Pennsylvania says, people go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and get fancy coffee every morning and spend more than that.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
This is just your fancy shake.
Blue Dev says, I'm comparing it to keto ice cream, so not pricey in comparison.
Also, you get a ton, and then you don't have to feel guilty about eating this giant bowl of ice cream because it's just one meal. It's just your meal. See. No big deal.
Oh, see, yep, Joe did post it. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Says, it's almost like going to a 5-star restaurant and asking why their filet is so expensive. Because it's the best of the best? Well, but still, we do try to... That's why we only have 2 sizes of Keto Chow, in case you didn't know. We have the individual meals, and we have the big bag. Individual meals are a good way to try all the flavors, and then the big bag is, this is as cheap as we can make as inexpensively as we can package it.
It really should be more expensive, probably, if we were more business part.
And people are like, you should put it in a tub. We're like, I got a better idea. We'll put it in an inexpensive bag that protects it and makes it last 2 years. And then if you want to have it in a tub, you can actually get reusable containers and put it in that. And that way there's not a lot of wasted stuff.
Yep.
You'll save money, we'll save money, we'll pass the savings on.
Plus you can fit the container to your cupboard.
Andrew says, I spend more on eating out one meal versus buying Keto Chow. There you go. Tiny says, I'm on a tight budget, which is a good argument. And she says, but Keto Chow has been worth every dime so far.
Oh, that's so nice.
Andrew says, Keto Chow wins. I'm feeling fabulous. Okay.
Me
Cheryl
too.
says, any suggestions on how to get a birthday cake flavor shake?
So what did you do? Do you do almond?
So there are 3 different suggestions I have. Number 1 is add almond extract to vanilla Keto Chow. Generally speaking, the birthday cake flavor that you're missing is almond. You can also
Which is funny. If you used almond milk, wouldn't it be?
No, because almond flavoring
is different
is like
almond.
marzipan. It's not like almond milk.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry.
You can also add OOO drops that are birthday cake flavor, or you can add skinny syrups that are OOO
There
flavor.
are a bunch of different extracts and stuff too.
That are birthday cake flavor. Oh my gosh. Needs to be good.
Oh gosh.
Tammy says, I've been able to cut back on supplements since starting Keto Chow.
Oh,
so considering the
good.
price of supplements, I'm saving about
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Which is another fun thing. If you do, let's see, Keto Chow comparison.
That's an old one.
I believe this is the one.
Oh yeah, that's an oldie.
It is an oldie. So this is, somebody sent us this picture and they're like,
oh yeah, look at the old logo.
like, this is the stuff I used to take every day. This is what I'm taking when I do Keto Chow. It's like, whoa. And so this is a comparison of all the other meal replacements that purport to be keto that I've found. I actually added one to that list on Monday.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's one that's in the UK
Oh.
that you can't get here.
Okay.
Let's see. Laura says, I hit my macros with just 2 shakes and added butter and bone broth. How do I know when I need to change macros? That is actually a really
That's a good question.
I think if you're hitting your macros with 2 shakes, you probably are not getting enough protein. And it's because you might have been using a calculator that was giving you the wrong information. If you go to Why Chow, How to Prepare Keto Chow, and calculating macros on keto, there are 2 videos. This one shows you how to use this calculator. This right here is a video that Miriam and I recorded just a couple weeks ago that goes into extensive detail about getting the right amount of protein on keto and how to supplement that. Because chances are like if you used Chronometer to calculate your protein macro, I can guarantee you're not getting enough. In fact, you might be getting 50 to 60 grams too little. So I'd actually recommend you to check that out. I don't know if, unless you're a child, I don't know of anyone who would get more protein than they need by doing 3 Keto Chows a day. And they would, they actually probably wouldn't want 3 of them. Let's see. Oh, Kabul Rice says, not mine, I'm a Leo. Who was it that, anyway. Danita says, only 18 more days till I get my Keto Chow surprise box. Marie says, add graham cracker, OO to key lime. That'll make key lime pie.
Yeah.
It probably will. Renee says, Miriam, since you probably won't call it Texas pecan, how about a pecan
Pecan pie.
pie flavor?
Pecan. Carrie Brown says pecan.
Yep. Chris R says, sorry, did not know you were doing a key lime flavor.
No,
That would be awesome.
that's fine.
Okay. Well, it's because it isn't officially announced yet. Although
Stop
we are
talking
doing a
about
giveaway with it right now.
Don't talk about
TC's Life says, need a sweet flavor that works with beef protein. Try chocolate. I was actually going to try throwing chocolate. So the unflavored beef
into the
base,
beef.
it's...
I've tried that before.
Have you tried our chocolate in there?
I think you probably just need more chocolate.
Okay.
Was not chocolatey enough to cover up the beef flavor.
Squally
You could
says,
try
how
it.
about a toasted almond flavor? Oh.
Hey, yeah.
Casey Smurf says, speaking of keto ice cream, I alternate with my Rebel and Keto Chow ice cream in Walmart here in Kansas City.
Nice.
Just started stocking Rebel ice cream sandwiches this week.
Oh, yeah. I can only eat half of those.
Those give me gas.
They're too much.
The sugar alcohol, I think they're fantastic, but
yeah.
if I go a long time without sugar alcohols and then I eat, the problem is there's 3 of them in those boxes and I'll eat 2 of them before Miriam even finds out.
And then I eat half because that's all that's left when I split it with a child.
Andrew says,
So
I
it's your
purposely
fault.
bought the vanilla this week for my vacation in July. Rachel says, Better Homes and Garden containers at Walmart are awesome. They have a flip-up lid. Mm-hmm. They work really well.
Yeah, we really
the
like 'em.
11 cup hold a bag of Keto Chow, and the 18 and a half, which is the one we use because it's what fits our cabinet, those hold a bag and a half. Rhonda says, believe you me, I wouldn't be spending what I spent on Keto Chow if it wasn't worth it. If I can do so much with Keto Chow, that's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Okay, Real Fruit says, okay, you guys convinced me. It's hard to go back to my tasteless Vita Cost shake or Keto Slim Fast shakes. Now after tasting Keto Chow, it's so delicious.
It is delicious.
Lynette says, I'm just a couple weeks behind you, Kabul Bry. Laura says, I just got started on Keto Chow, got individual meals. How long should I leave in the fridge before drinking it? I've only used heavy cream for the fat. So it starts to taste really good after about 30 minutes.
Yep.
And it's a taste thing.
Yep.
You actually don't have
Overnight,
to put it in the fridge at all, but it tastes better. Overnight, it tastes really good. If you actually leave it for 2 or 3 days, it gets really good.
Just don't leave it for longer than 6 days, which I actually did. I had a pistachio that I made not last Sunday, but the Sunday before today, and it was totally fine. But we say 6 days anyway.
Marie is on from Manitoba.
Oh.
Just finished shoveling the driveway.
Oh my God.
Keto Chow makes staying on keto much easier. Well, that's fantastic.
Good job getting your workout today, too.
Nita says, by the way, I went to the BBB to write a positive review, but Keto Chow didn't come up. That's because we're not accredited.
Oh, that's probably why.
So I don't know. I don't know if you
That's
can.
nice of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Renee says, so is that a no for pecan pie? I don't even know how I would
I
make
like
a pecan
pecan
pie
pie.
flavor.
I like pecan
I
pie.
don't know. I think you'd be better off throwing
I think
some
we should
pecan butter
make
into a
a
blender with
pecan
Keto Chow.
pie recipe.
Okay. Boulder, Pennsylvania says bacon, macaroni, and cheese. Oh, wow.
Ew.
Marie says normally I had a migraine every time we had a snowstorm, but since I've been using Keto Chow, no migraines. Wow.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's awesome.
Laura says, what's the best fat source to use? That would
We would
depend.
say butter.
The easiest is going to be heavy
Easiest
cream.
is always heavy cream or
But
avocado oil.
If we have the time and we're not making it into ice cream, we use butter. I do know somebody who uses peanut butter as their fat source.
Yep.
Let's see. Debbie loves the Better Home and Garden containers.
Yeah, me too.
Denise says, I'm from El Paso and I'd love a pecan pie flavor. Laura says, how long can you leave it in the fridge before you drink it? Up to 6 days.
6 days. Yep.
Yep.
It's a good, safe thing.
It is.
So it actually works out really well if you meal prep on Sunday because then you know whatever's left at the end of the week you get to finish.
Yep. Let's see. Andrew says, poor Miriam.
I
You're so
know.
tired. Ron
why
says, we're going to
I'm
let
so
you go,
tired.
Miriam. So tired, baby. Poor baby. Sassy says, Keto Chow keeps popping up into my recipes.
Yay!
There you go. Let's see. And Laura says, I've been on keto 5 months, lost 58 pounds so far. I love Keto
Oh
Chow.
my gosh.
You had some other stuff on your list that you wanted to talk about. There were some
yeah,
questions.
all the things. I want to talk about the symposium,
So that is a
which you
good
brought up the
point.
Instagram earlier, and it was on there. So we're sponsoring the Keto Symposium, the Lipidema conference This weekend it's virtual. It should be really good. I don't remember how much it costs. Can you click on it and go over to the site?
That is not clickable.
Oh, but it's there.
This is also, the link is in our profile. So if you go,
it's on the Facebook page
here,
too, right?
Yes. Or if you just go to lowcarbevents.com.
Look at us on our sofa. That's my birthday shirt.
Let's see, where is it? Here
Right
it is.
there. There it is.
There it is. So
Click
click
on
on
it.
the images below.
Clicky-do.
Purchase your tickets. So yeah, it's for those of you who don't know.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to talk.
She's talking.
Hello. For those of you who don't know what lipidema or
Lipidemia?
lymphedema.
Lymphedema?
What they call it, it's the disease they call fat.
Mm-hmm.
It is your body is depositing adipose tissue and retaining fluid in weird spots of your body.
Mm-hmm.
It usually only happens to women. I guess there are some men who it does happen to. But it's really interesting, and these, again, mostly women, they will just gain weight and they don't know why, and they're doing everything they should. And they did a conference in October that we sponsored.
It was amazing.
And this is a kind of just a short one-day thing. There will be another conference coming up in October that we'll be sponsoring that again. But it's just a really cool thing. And it is here on Low Carb Events as well.
Yeah.
So that is coming up actually this weekend.
Did you see how much the tickets cost?
They are $97.
Oh, $97.
Okay.
I guess that is a little bit expensive, but anyway, it's amazing. They'll have great speakers. We'll be there. You can talk to us, and yeah.
Sonia wants to know how the book is, Miriam.
How is the book? What book?
I don't know.
Atomic Habits. I finished. I actually started reading it again. So I finished. I went on his website. I printed out all of the different forms. Are you laughing?
I'm laughing because Sassy Chef Steph says, Lord help me. The video I did today, I couldn't even remember what part of the dang turkey I was cooking. Anyway, you were saying about Atomic Habits.
Okay. So I went on his website and I printed out all the little worksheets and stuff. And then I'm reading it again. As I get to those parts, I'm going to go through and kind of fill out the different things. And I mean, not worksheets. They're just like templates of, different things that you can think about and try. And like I said, I have to give myself some achievable goals. Otherwise, I'm not ever feeling successful. And so I need to only change like one thing at a time. And so right now I'm focusing on the 90-day challenge. That's a lot of things at once, but it's still one thing because it's the 90-day challenge, right? So I've got accountability buddies. I've got Chris on my side. I've got you guys on my team, and I'm doing awesome. So after the 90-day challenge, I can start to maybe implement some of those habits that I haven't done with the 90-day challenge that I wanted to work on. But I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I liked sharing stuff with you guys too. So.
Yep. Speaking of recipes, Miriam wanted to point out that we actually have, we haven't had a chance to talk about it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
There is a new ebook that we have out for April 2021 with a lot of really good articles, lots of recipes in it. It's really awesome. So make sure that you check that out because it is. Yes,
it's
I was
and
sharing.
Then tell us
I'm like,
too,
wait,
what
was
you
I
think
sharing?
about the articles.
What's that?
Give us some feedback.
Oh yes, you were telling them. I'm like, what am I doing? What? I'm copying and pasting.
You're not doing it.
Denise says, make sure you taste the heavy cream before you add it to Keto Chow. Don't want to run a Keto Chow shake.
Yeah, that's true. If your heavy cream is bad,
I have done that.
We have done that. Yeah.
TC's Life, her stepsister has lymphedema, and Sassy Chef Steph, there's a woman that has it as well.
Oh yeah.
Tanya says,
it's
William.
really painful.
Yeah, Whitney Williams discusses it on her show since she was diagnosed.
Yeah, I really think I don't know if I have it or not, but my legs swell a lot, and I'm sure I know it's water because there are times that they don't swell, and whatever. But when you have swelling, it just hurts all the time, and that's similar to, I'm sure, the pain that they have. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Debbie wants to know if there's a way to print the new ebook two-sided. I printed, but I can do two-sided.
Oh, you can do that in your printer settings.
Also, okay, if you are viewing it in a web browser, you may not have all the access to all of the different options. Download it and open it up in Adobe Acrobat.
Yes, and then
That's
you
the best way
can
to
go
do it.
ahead and go to your printer setting and say double-sided.
Yep.
So that should work.
Let's see.
Let's see.
A couple of people wanted to know what's our favorite ice cream machine.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to recipes and more and then to our favorite things, we actually have them on here. So there's this one. This is the one that Miriam bought me for, I don't know if it was...
Father's Day.
Yeah, it was either birthday or Father's Day. It might have been the same day. And this is the one that Joe actually sent me the link to, and it was on Prime Day. Now, these ones are expensive.
Yeah.
And
There probably are other ones, so I would research and see. They have the compressor, and so...
Yeah, these are if you want to do
if you just
batch
do it right
after batch
now.
after batch. But there are other ones that you just freeze the bowl, and they actually work really well.
Yeah.
I think that's the type that Shauna has and a few other people. If you look on the Facebook support group and you just search for the ice cream, you'll find it.
Yeah. I think the compressor ones are worth the money because the amount of time that we use those compared to the frozen bowl that we would never use, I think it's worth it. But I think you have to decide if you're going to use it. So if you're not going to use it, then don't buy it.
Yep. Let's see.
Sorry, I keep putting this back.
There was a person who was Rhonda wanted to know about the Electrolyte Tablets. So we have most of our electrolyte supplements are in the liquid form, and it's just electrolytes. But we do have...
It's the pink one.
Oh, there it is. We do have these tablets, and it's kind of for people who don't want to taste electrolytes at all. And in the instructions, where is it? Okay, suggested you swallow 1 tablet with 8 ounces of water. Fluid, preferably water.
Yeah.
Okay, so she wants to know, is that per day? Okay, so that's just legally we have to put in usage instructions on there. The way that I use it is I take 2 of them, I drink some water, and I do that before I go to bed. Or whenever I feel like I need some more electrolytes. I like to use these a lot. Miriam doesn't like them so much.
I just don't like taking pills.
Because she doesn't like pills. But you can use them as frequently as you want. And that's there you go.
Though it's funny, I got the Redmond electrolyte drinks, which I think are great. They're delicious. They're a little bit sweet for me. I think it's because I've gotten so used to drinking stuff with salt in it that when I have something that's really sweet, it's too sweet. So I put electrolytes in my electrolyte drink today.
Yep. So Steve had a really good question. A longtime customer, love Keto Chow. You may have mentioned this before, but why did you remove the avocado oil from the nutrition labels?
Oh, yeah. We decided to put the butter on because we think butter is even better. Avocado oil, sometimes people can get diarrhea from. And granted, you can get diarrhea from Keto Chow just because it's liquid all the time, too. But avocado oil is, going to go through you way faster. And for some reason, butter doesn't as much.
Yep. And for that matter, if you actually, the only reason we have the heavy cream on there, and we have a half cup of heavy cream just because it makes calculations easier, and we have a half stick of butter on there because it makes that stuff easier as well. But when it really gets down to it, that's not the amount that you are going to use. Like if you're using butter or uncheck that because you want to use avocado oil.
Yep.
This right here will actually give you...
It gives you the same.
The figures that you're going to have, for the oil or for the butter or for whatever. It's actually a lot better to use the calculator rather than relying on the nutrition panel. The nutrition panel is just there for reference.
So the butter and the oil will be the same measurements. And I guess maybe we could have noted that. I think he's just asking why we took it off the label.
Just because butter was such a better option.
Yeah. But if you use avocado oil, that's great. I mean, I still use it every once in a while too.
Yep. Candace says, what electrolyte product are you talking about? So that's on our, it's the Electrolyte Tablets. So on the Keto Chow page, you go to shop and under electrolytes. And we have these here. They don't have flavors.
Yep.
They don't have sweeteners. They don't have any of that.
So they taste salty. The magnesium tastes horrible.
Horribly bitter.
So yucky.
Unless you're deficient on
but
magnesium.
it works so good. And so even though the shakes taste delicious and the electrolytes taste not as delicious, we're all about, trying to help us improve our health. And if you're not doing Keto Chow only all the time, then you're going to need those minerals. And it's really nice to supplement with those. The daily minerals you use every day. I use them every single day. And then I use the magnesium every night, regardless of whether I eat or don't eat, or Keto Chow or don't. That's what's nice about the minerals. You can still have those when you're fasting too.
Okay, last thing you wanted to talk about is how everybody's doing on their 90-day challenge.
We should have asked that first so they could be answering throughout the
Well, people haven't been
day.
Guessing, but...
How are you guys been doing on your 90-day challenge?
So for those of you who don't know, Miriam wanted to do a 90-day challenge. And there's a couple of different things on here. So there's a tracker sheet that Miriam's using. It's actually a printable thing.
It's over downstairs.
I'm using a spreadsheet instead because
my tracker wasn't good enough for him, even
that's
though
how
it's
I roll.
prettier.
So I checked off the boxes if I scroll up. So it's Keto Chow 1, 2, and 3. Or you can do a protein heavy meal up to 5 times a week. That was there so that Miriam doesn't feel like she's missing out.
That's true.
You could fast.
And I love it because I like having food.
Miriam wants us to work out 3 times a week. I totally got that last week.
You did. We haven't worked out at all this week. We're lucky.
Big one is no snacking.
Check.
I am sharing. Good.
Look at all those checky checks.
Yeah. Did I hit my protein goal? I did it every time but once.
Wow.
And then this box right here automatically checks the box if I get all my stuff.
Hey, did you check in with your accountability partner?
I'm checking in with everybody as my accountability partner.
Yeah. So I could be your accountability partner too. You can pay me money when you don't do your goal.
There you go. Miriam's terms with her accountability partners are crazy.
You gotta sweeten the pot.
Candace says that she has trouble with pills as well. TC's Life says I have to go to bed. Good night, all.
Good night, TC.
Let's see. Emily says I'm down 6 pounds since the start of the challenge.
Yes, I'm down 7. We win.
Andrea says I'm rocking it. Well, that's fantastic.
Yay. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrea's rocking it with her 11 miles every day. She's killing me.
Sheesh. Okay, well, we are going to go to bed. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a fantastic day.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Like tomorrow.
Sleep. Have a fantastic sleep tonight.
It's over.
Take some magnesium and go to bed.
That's right. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.